So I'm going to just go ahead and walk through today's practice session because I think it might be interesting to share. So I went in here with the plan of just sort of relaxing and trying to reinforce the comfort I had the other night in League, and doing that just by just throwing some good shots. This is me warming up, though. This is the first 3 shots I've thrown. I go strike, 8 spare, and then just try and reinforce what I'm doing. And at this point, I'm feeling, okay, this is cool. This is relaxed. I'm going to go ahead and just keep on throwing some stuff, and figuring that at some point I'll go ahead and shift over and start doing some drills, working on some specific thing, whether it's hand position or timing. But I get into a freaking groove here, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm throwing pretty solid shots. I'm not really missing. So I just kind of let this game play out and just keep shooting and feeling good because I'm tearing it up right now. Part of this is, practice is easier because you have time to get a groove in. But I'm watching these shots and thinking, okay, what can I take away from this? And what can I choose to make sure I focus on and repeat? And other than that 3-8 that 3-9, but I left because I threw it too hard earlier, I grabbed it earlier in the game. This was like a bunch of really good shots. So I'm going to basically take this session here where I'm going to shoot 250 and just use it as a confidence builder. I came out, was relaxed, just let the ball come off my hand, and had a really good game. Went through the face of the last ball, whatever. Then I went ahead and settled in for some spare practice. Some of this is just reinforcing some stuff, and on this first one, I just, freaking go a high backswing and whip it, and I almost missed a 10 pin. From here on out, I am focusing on just keeping my backswing just like my normal shot and just coming through it nice and easy. And overall, my spare shooting was fine today. One thing that I've been running into, though, that has been giving me some problems recently has been both 2 pins, because I don't have a great shoot straight at it strategy, and hooking across the lanes inconsistent when you have a bunch of oil from my house shot. So what I have ended up doing is trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But in today's session, one thing that I went ahead and tried was going back to what I had done way back when I had basically picked out my spare marks. And that is going across the lane at them a little bit. And it kind of worked a bit, even though, and this is the weird thing, I am standing in the same spot and looking at the same spot when I'm throwing a 2-pin or a 3-pin. The only difference now, and this is something I've learned, is that my feet are in different positions. When I'm shooting to the right, my feet are open, with my right foot back behind my left foot. And when I'm shooting to the left side, my feet are even, with my toes together. This is a thing that I've picked up between shooting 10 pins and 7 pins. And so it actually ended up working, that I can stand in the same place and look at the same place and end up having the ball come out at a different angle across the center arrow, resulting in me having a pretty good look at going across at 2 pins or going across at 3 pins. It's a thing I'm going to practice a bit more and try to find the subtleties of, because there's a difference between just shooting a 3-pin and shooting a 3-6-10, and those both have slightly different demands. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some time in the future working on that. You can see when I have the labels here, you'll see which specific spare I'm shooting at for all of these. And it actually gives you some idea as far as how things go. Then for third game practice, let's go ahead and just go back to shooting a regular game for score. Nothing too much to call about this one, other than I was, 1, getting a little tired from shooting so much so quickly, and 2, just I had put some transition down the lane during game 1 and then throwing spares across the lane. So I had to adjust a little bit, but I eventually got there. Gotta go ahead and just leave this all here as a bit of a moment of zen for folks to watch. One thing that definitely is becoming a problem, not becoming a problem, is a thing I will have to be aware of is, again, shoulder position. The last shot I was just definitely way open on the right side of my shoulders. So that's the thing I'm going to start paying a little bit more attention to here and there. And then I still feel capable of just grabbing the ball occasionally. So one thing that's really fun about this session of practice is it just struck me, between this house goes to Cosmic. I've only got like 3 frames left here, so I decided to go ahead and just finish out the night. What's cool, and what unfortunately didn't show up on camera, is my green spare ball looks super cool in black lighting. But actually, when I finished the game up for score, so I went ahead and just shot without it. What's weird is I actually had a pretty good look at the arrows, even though it's dark, so it made me feel kind of good about the way I finished off. I ended up like dumping one out and then yanking one across the middle to finish the day. But, shot 195 this game, which when I'm just out here practicing, feels pretty good. Especially when the lanes go dark halfway early into the game. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. This is a fun practice session. Feel free to comment, offer advice and pointers and whatnot. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video from the league this week. Have a good one. Good luck and good bowling.